Angela Merkel is grappling with a divided EU as coronavirus and budget feuds split the bloc, and this has caused fear in Germany. An insider from the Chancellor's Christian Democratic Union of Germany (CDU) party has revealed Germany's concerns that the concept of the EU is frozen and may even break apart. These are the words of Felix Schönherr of the Werte Union, a group within Ms. Merkel's party which has called for a change of leadership. He said that while his group does not oppose Germany's membership of the EU, the country is becoming increasingly concerned about the bloc's future, and Brexit hasn't helped this. Mr. Schönherr told Express, "In the general population people are angry about Brexit and disappointed about it. It isn't just to do with regulation or economics, but many people fear that the idea of the European Union is broken, or maybe it will break apart." The Werte Union spokesman highlighted how Brexit could also lead to more. He said, "One problem from a German perspective is of course money, because the UK contributed quite a lot to the EU, money which now breaks away. The Werte Union demands that the funding introduced for the EU is reduced, but we don't want to abolish the EU." While the budget divisions have been parked as the coronavirus crisis becomes the priority for economies around the world, the pandemic has highlighted even more fractures in Europe. As countries desperately try to keep their economies going, there are fears in Germany they may be forced to bail out southern European nations. Professor Ian Begg told Express.co.uk that German banks have resisted the European Central Bank's £600 billion bond buying programme. He said, "In political terms there has been a strong resistance, especially from Germany and some of the other creditor countries inside the Eurozone to this act. There are two things going on here. One is for several months now the central bankers have been saying we've done our bit. Not just in relation to the health crisis, but also dealing with the slowing down of the economy after 2008. But the fiscal authorities, state governments, have been deficient in what they have done, they haven't stimulated the economy appropriately." Professor Begg also highlighted how countries like Germany fear that if they are always there to bail out other countries, those countries will be encouraged to take reckless action without fear of complete catastrophe. He continued, "Some of the fallout may re-emerge because, the expression used by political economists is moral hazard. If you give somebody insurance against a contingency that is misguided, they will be more inclined to do it." Mrs. Merkel has opted to reopen shops in Germany while other countries such as Spain, France and the